Hey YouTube, it's your girl Duchess back for another review, and this time our girl Tami Roman is starring in this show called House of Vicious. They are in their second season. She is a top designer that kind of like a designer mogul that has her own, brand and company and all of that. Her business partner sold a piece of it, which caused her to almost go under, honey. Her stuff was about to be featured in Marshalls. She had to sell her home and move in with her mom. Supposed to have been there for a week, and it has turned into 3 months. So as this season opens up, Tammy is out there binging on coke and alcohol. Child, she going through it, feeling sorry for herself, dabbling next to this pool. I'm like, is this girl gonna fall in this pool and drown? Oh my goodness, Tammy. But her mom come out there and shake her up. Girl, she still fell in the pool though. Talking about she a legend. Her mom was like, legends are dead. Get your ass out of that pool. These people, this Kardashian, she mispronounced the name, but I guess that was on purpose, is wearing designs that look just like your stuff. Like, what you're doing right now, you're being a coward, and that's not how I raised you. Get your behind out of this pool and cut out all of this that you got going on. House of Aaron, y'all. Let's get into it. Chantel, played by Tami Roman, it's late at night. She is trying to figure out which high she's gonna be on. Drenched because she done got out of this pool that she fell in, and she needs to rethink life because her mom is not playing around with her. Her mom is the lady from Rock, Miss Ella Joyce. Her name is Caroline in this series. London is going to rethink her problems. She's figuring out life. In the next scene, a young Mel and a young Kane are in the kitchen, and she is frying money. The money has been dyed. It's 1994. It's the summer. It's New Jersey. It's hot as heck in the house. They have on these full hazmat kind of suits, like all white. And so she does money heists for the check cashing places. I don't think she's gotten into bank robbery at this point. And she is cleaning the money because, them throwing dye in the bag, that ain't stopping nothing. She still get them fools. Kane is like, listen, why are you worried about this kind of thing? You need to be selling crack like everybody else. She's like, I don't hear you complaining. You got food in your mouth and every pair of Jordan that came out. Like, listen, you don't have to be a sourpuss. I know that you are sad because your mom is in prison. He's like, I ain't studying that itch. You think I missed pulling her up off the street naked, pouring milk down her throat, trying to get her sober? Like, I don't miss that, baby. She go in on him. You show your mama some respect. If she knew anything, if anybody come for you, she would have their necks before they can even blink. You need to be more like her because mercy is for God. That ain't for us. And get over here and help me with this situation. It's too hot. I don't care, boy. Get over here and help me with this situation. Young Mel is his auntie. So it's 2024, Los Angeles, and this man, he looks like he's a preacher in his office, child. He is trying to get up out of there, packing up as fast as he can. In walks grown Kane. He's the guy in Queen who was the boyfriend in Queen Sugar, like the love interest of the sister with the money. If you guys watch Queen Sugar, he's so handsome, baby. He grown, and of course Auntie Mel is with him, and she's a little bit older. So he walk in on that man trying to get up out of there. He said, "Oh, you a slick mother sucker, ain't you?" She's like, "That's what it look like." This Auntie Mel instigating. "That's what it look like to me, nephew. What you think?" Looking at the henchman, man, this man looked like he done seen a ghost. Here, preacher man. It's not what it look like, Kane, brother. In the next scene, Jordan is at the House of Vicious, hosting a business meeting. Of course, in the absence of Tami Roman. Y'all know I get these names straight eventually. So the topic is, where is Isabella? When is she getting out? There is a character named Izzy who obviously is important because she's supposed to be in this meeting. Honey, in the last season, they snatched her down off the stage and locked her up. How long is she gonna be in there? What is going on? I know you know. I came to support her. I'm not coming to tell you her business. Well, she ain't telling me nothing. But Izzy walks in. She is out. And, she's ready to see what's popping. Y'all heifers left me for dead. I ain't gonna forget that. They have a little bit of arguing back and forth about that. Jordan gets everything settled. Listen, we got business to take care of. I pitched to Essence that our new line is upcoming and fresh, and I appreciate your new designs. Tami signed off on them. She thinks that they look great. So they bid, they're excited, and now it's time to deliver. This other lady, we'll learn her. Her phone has rang for the second time in this meeting. It's obviously important. It's someone named Bishop that's on the line that's calling her. And she's like, go ahead and get that. And Izzy, I need to talk to you in the office. Izzy has some new designs that she's been working on while she was locked down. Jordan tells her, don't show that to nobody, honey. Stick with what you're good at. Makeup. Let's just keep it in that lane. Y'all, it's time to get busy. Bring our best foot forward. Let's get into it. This other lady, her phone keeps ringing. And Jordan tells her, you might as well get that. It's somebody named Bishop that's blowing up on her phone. And I'm wondering, who is Bishop? But in walks Chantel before the meeting is over, honey. In this red hat, red suit, looking divine. They like, girl, you should be on a milk cart. Ain't nobody seeing you in a minute, word around town. Chantel is like, Izzy, home looks good on you. Don't get me started, girl. Don't make me go beer and cigarettes on you in here. It's too early for that. She look at Jordan like, Jordan's looking like, what? It becomes obvious to Jordan that Miss Chantel wants her seat at the head of the business table. Jordan graciously gets up and finds her another seat. And Chantel is shaking off the dust, honey. Let's get to business. Chantel is like, I appreciate you guys holding it down in my absence. You have done a phenomenal job keeping up the teamwork, but it is time for us to get down to business, and we are going to have to bring our A game. We want the best line in the business ready to go. I'm gonna need to see your designs in an hour. I need you to get the marketing out there that we are getting ready to blow this thing up. We ain't went nowhere. And I need you to find out where the phones are ringing off the hook. Where is whatever her name is? You need to go find her. She look at her like, this is Jordan. Like, what? It's obvious Jordan is dealing with already being back in the do-girl spot, the assistant spot. She obviously has been feeling herself because she's been running things. Probably didn't expect for Chantel to come back so soon. But she's back, honey, and you need to go find her. And if she says that her granddaddy's daddy died again, she fired. I'm running things new. All that jokey mess y'all been doing around here, that stops today. And this going to jail stuff, you're fired if it happens again. Like, it's time to get to business, and I'm not playing. Let's get to it. Why everybody looking at me? Didn't I tell y'all what y'all need to be doing? In the next scene, Kane is beating the brakes off a preacher man. I mean, wearing his face out. The man is begging, please, Kane. I can make this right. What you mean you gonna make this right? And you gonna try to run to Vegas? That's my backyard. What you think I wasn't gonna find you? And I had to hunt you down? You was supposed to have my stuff back to me in a week. Sold my business from up under me. Took the only thing that had me still connected to my wife. I think Kane and Chantel are married. They have to be. Because this is also her gripe about the business getting sold from up under him or something like that. So what you gonna do? I can fix it. I can fix it. Please, Kane. Please, Kane. Kane knocks him in the face again with the gun. Ninja, my auntie told me that anytime somebody play in your face, that's the last time you let that happen. Here go Auntie Mel. And what else I told you? The only thing worse than a begging young ninja is a old ninja begging. Kane walks off. Man, shoot this fool. No, Kane, don't. Think about it, Kane. Baby, Kane is gone. In the next scene, old girl who had to take that phone call, she in the bathroom stressing, y'all. The one that Bishop was blowing up her phone? Yeah, her. And she don't know that Chantel is back on the scene. But let's keep going. Child, she pacing and talking to herself. Bishop, leave me alone. Why you still bugging me? Why you still calling me? You got your money. You should be gone. What you gonna do? Like, stalk me for the rest of my life? You gonna try to kill me? Like, what do you want from me, Bishop? Door busts open. Maybe. I may stalk you. What you think? You gonna keep playing with me, girl? What you want, Bishop? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna put a gun on my head? Think about our son. You think my son don't need me? You wanna play like this? The next time I put a gun to your head, I'ma pull the trigger. I wanna see my son itch. Make it happen. Child, House of Vicious is good. Let's keep going. In the next scene, this man is still begging for his life. And Kane and Mel are on their way out the door as dude is getting ready to handle business. And he's like, please, 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 I can tell you about the baby that Chantel is hiding. He's like, what information you talking about? You got information like that? Yeah. He looks over to his bag. Before he can utter the next sentence, Mel come around and pow, I done told you, mercy is for God. This man has stole your business from you. And you sitting here listening to him whining about some information. Let me tell you, any baby that you and Mel could possibly have is already gone. And I'm gonna need you to bring your chest down while you puffing up at me, ninja. Now clean this mess up. As she walks off and put a fat cigar in her mouth. Girl, what have I gotten myself into, y'all? Are y'all watching this show? Honey. Next scene, Tia is having a virtual therapy session and it's not really going well. The lady is trying to get to the bottom of some issues and her medicines. She don't want to talk about that. I don't need no medicine. I'm fine. What you trying to do? Send me back to jail? You want me to crash out? No, I'm not trying to have you crash out. Then let me get to work because you stressing me out. When they in, she is clearly in a space like she's getting ready to start throwing stuff, but she calms herself down. She gets herself together and she go and get to work. Back at the office, Chantel and the designer are meeting and she likes the designs, but this isn't your best work. I know you can do better than this. He's not offended. He got her. Whatever you need, I got you. She's like, now we on the same page because we got to bring it. These other fashion houses, he's like, they don't have nothing on us. I have my designs to you in a minute. Thank you. So in walks Raven. Raven is the girl who has the husband named Bishop, who was just in the bathroom threatening her. She comes in with these tired wigs talking about, are these the ones you want to put on the model, and throw them on Chantel's desk. Chantel's like, not this mess that you brought in here. What's going on with you? And you didn't even call me. Like, I haven't heard from you. Like, what's up? And she's like, we are not about to do this. Do what? What is your problem? Okay. I know that was a tough conversation. But, I mean, you gotta get some thick skin. She was like, oh, that's it. The world does not revolve around just you, Chantel. You left me for dead. That's the second time I've heard that. While you was up there receiving your award, I was tied to a chair, fighting for my life, with Bishop having a gun to my head. And I had to send my son to his grandmother's house just to keep him safe. And now I have to look over my shoulder every second I get. And you worried about me not calling you? You might as well get on over that. The world does not revolve around you. But wait a second. What are you talking about? Wait a second. What about us? Us? What about Kane? Yeah, about that. Listen. I'm not your toy, nor am I your moment anytime you want to play lesbian. Honey, she walks out. Girl, her and Chantel had some honey, and she married to Kane, old fine self, and you want to this too much. Meanwhile, at happy hour, the ladies are getting acquainted. Milan didn't meet them because he is the fashion designer person. He has to pick up his son, so he's going to sit this one out. So it's just the girls, minus Raven, of course. One of the ladies end up going live on Instagram, and she's just kind of interviewing everybody. Like, look who's here, the house of Aaron. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Like, going around the room. She and Izzy get into this conversation. Izzy gets up and starts dancing, and you know, she dances for like 2 seconds, and they're like, who does that remind you of? Milan. Oh, you on Milan hit? Girl. And so they take a dig at Chantel about Kane. And she's like, Kane may be a lot of things, honey, but a 1 minute man, he is not. And what we're not going to do is trauma bond over some 1 minute Peter. She said the other word, of course. Another man comes over and take interest in Izzy, and he wants to buy her drinks and take down her number. But this show has like an element of normalcy and crime, so I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But they're having a good time. Izzy cozies up to Chantel and lets her know that while she was down there in lockup, the police, the investigators, was asking her a lot of questions about Kane. She's like, what'd you tell him? Girl, I ain't tell him nothing. I mean, you know, I ain't got nothing to say. She was like, all right, let's keep it that way. So the girl who's on live on, I'm assuming Instagram, but they're not saying Instagram. She's like, Izzy, the people want to know what you was locked up for, girl. What'd you do? And she was like, listen, it was a weapons charge. Let's just say I had to get somebody up off of me and I forgot to go to court about it. Next. So Raven is at home, honey. She's still alive, child. She in her pajamas. She get a knock at the door. Child, it's Chantel. You didn't come to the happy hour, so I thought I'd bring you a drink. I didn't like the way things left between us. Isn't this what you normally do, Chantel? Come on in, since you're here. I mean, why are you being like this? What's wrong with you? And she take her seat, honey, and sit down there, honey. They about to do the clickety clack, clack, clack thing. And girl, I'm like, wait a minute now. This is getting a bit too much. I don't want to see this part. But Chantel is being really seductive and she's about to get into it. Except she says, not tonight. Wet cooch, dick, and a trench coat is not going to fix what's going on between us. Get out. Chantel is like, wait a minute. You going to do this now? Like... right now? Yes, ma'am. Get your stuff and get out of here. Like, I'm not doing this with you. Goodbye, Chantel. If I walk out this door, that's going to be the last time. Raven's like, yeah, that's the risk I'm willing to take. Goodbye. And closes the door, honey. So Chantel is outside of this warehouse place, honey, sprucing herself up, getting out of this. I can't tell if it's a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, but it's one of them. And she done changed clothes and stuff. And she's strutting there with her bottle of wine. And it looks like almost like a torture house or something. But, you know, she's like, listen, I don't like to drink alone. So I needed a drink. I came by here to see you. And cheers itch and sits down in a chair. Child, it's this pasty lady laid over on what looks like a mattress in a fetal position. And Chantel's like, baby mama. Wake up, girl. Girl, what is that? And that's the end of episode 1 of season 2, House of Aaron, y'all. What y'all think? You want me to keep reviewing this show? I'm gonna review it anyway, girl. It's 3 episodes. I'm getting ready to do episode 2. Let me know what you guys think. I don't even know if you're watching this. It's your girl Duchess. New content. And I'm out.